All right, kiddos. We are going to continue with Unit 1, Lesson 1, multiplying using 5. So if you'll turn to page 6 in your student activity book, we can begin. Also, don't forget that you can pause and rewind the video whenever you need. So if you miss something, or if I talk too fast, or I start working on a problem too fast, you didn't understand how I got the answer, just pause, rewind, and watch again. Okay, so this says practice multiplications with 5. So up here in the yellow box is some vocabulary terms that would probably be helpful for you guys to know. And then in this blue box, it has some information that's always useful when you're trying to do the problem. So it says, an equation shows that two quantities or expressions are equal. An equal sign is used to show that the two sides are equal. In a multiplication equation, the numbers you multiply are called factors. The answer, or total, is the product. So that kind of goes back. Do you guys remember when you were doing, you were learning addition problems and subtraction problems? Well, in addition, the answer was called the sum. And in subtraction, the answer was called the difference. So just like they had, like a word for the answer, multiplication also has a word for the answer, and it's product. So if I asked you to find the product of two numbers, it would mean I would want you to multiply them. Okay, so let's look at this little problem they have in the blue box. It says 3 multiplied by 5 equals 15. They labeled what the factors were, the 3 and the 5, and then the product. And so I went ahead and made these little circles over here that have stars in them to kind of show you this problem. So we can look at this 3, and we know that we have 3 groups. So we have 3 groups, and then the multiplication symbol means of in word terms. 3 groups of 5. So if we look at the pictures, we have 1, 2, 3 groups, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stars in each group. So it's just, if you need to draw the picture to help you for the first few multiplication problems you do, please, by all means, go ahead. Whatever helps you is the best way to do it. There's no wrong or right way. There's so many different ways to solve multiplication problems. And down here it says the symbols X and then this little star and the dot all mean multiply. So if you ever see them in equations, it's all the same thing. It just means multiply. So let's start on number 1. It says write each total. So we have 4 multiplied by 5 equals 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5. So we could add all those 5s together, but it might take a lot more time than the new technique we just learned, which is counting by 5s. So I want you guys to get your hands out, your fingers out, and count by 5s using your fingers. So we would do 5, 10, 15, 20. So that was super easy, way easier than adding all those numbers together. So 4 times 5 equals 20. All right, let's work on number 2. It says 7 multiplied by 5 equals 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5. Whew, that's a lot of 5s. So let's get our fingers out, way easier. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. So 7 times 5 is 35. Great. Okay, now let's move on. Write the 5's additions that show each multiplication. Then write the total. So just like we saw up here, now we have to write all those 5's out. So number 3 says 6 multiplied by 5 equals, so we're going to write 6 5's. 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus, so we have 3 5's, 4 5's plus 5 plus 5. And I should see all of this work on your student activity book because I will check them. So we have 6 5's. Now let's count by 5's. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So 6 times 5 equals 30. And I do apologize. It's really hard to write with this, so my 5s kind of look like S's, but they are 5s. Okay, so number 4, 9 times 5. So I want you guys to pause the video and try to do number 4 by yourself. All right, so we're back. So I should see 9 5s in this space, and if you count all the 5s, you get 45. Hopefully that's what you got. If you didn't, ask me in class. Okay, let's move on. Write each product. Okay, now we have number 5, 8 multiplied by 5. So we know we have 8 groups of, multiplication sign means of in words, of 5. So let's use our fingers and count to 5 8 times. Or count by 5s. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Okay, so 8 times 5 is 40. Okay, let's move on to number 6. So we have 2 multiplied by 5. We have 2 groups of 5. So let's count by 5s. 5, 10. Oh, that was easy. Okay, moving on to 7. We have 5 groups of 5. Okay, let's count by 5s. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. 25. All right. So now you're going to pause the video and I want you to do number 8, 9, and 10 on your own. And then come back and I will have the answers for you. Okay, number 8 is 20. Number 9 is... Oh, sorry. Number 9 is 50. Got a little distracted there. Okay, and number 10 is 35. Okay, this says write a 5's multiplication equation for each picture. So number 11. Okay, let's count how many groups we have. 1, 2, 3, 4 groups. So we have 4 groups of means multiplied. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 stars. Equals 20. Hopefully you counted by 5s to find that answer. Okay, number 12. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we have 7 groups of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 stars in each group. Equals 35. All right, guys. Well, we finished the student activity book, so when you come to class, you will be working on the homework and remembering. All right, thanks. See you later.